This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let us get started. Hello all, good morning and good evening. This is Manasa Annasagaram. Okay, I'll be the trainer for this course, Tricentis Tosca. We are handling. Uh, so let us start with the introduction first. So let me introduce myself. Myself, Manasa Annasagaram, total 13 plus years of experience in IT industry. So not only with the Tosca, I also have knowledge and experience with other automation tools, but uh, being now I'm as I'm mostly working from more than 7 years in this Tosca, so I'm so comfortable and I'm so confident about this, and I'm driving the course. So not only this, I also take up corporate training. So in my company, I have trained almost like 100 plus associates in this, and currently working as a project manager in one of the IT companies. Okay, so that's pretty much about me. And then coming to the session, so I'll guide you, I'll help you with all the things that are there, I mean, that we are going to take up for this total course that we are going through. So just give me like 15 minutes. So first 15 minutes, let me explain what all the things that I want to explain, like the course, what we take. So what are the different badges that we are covering, and what is the basics of automation testing. So let us cover all of these things, and then after 15 minutes I'll open the bridge for everyone for answer all your questions. Okay, I know each and everyone has questions and they want to be answered by myself. So yes, I'll give you some time. Please, till that, bear with me and try to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so let us quickly start the session. Okay. Yes, so here today we'll be covering most of these topics, like what is manual testing, what is automation testing, what is a Tosca automation tool, how is it different from other tools, what is scriptless testing, and what is the syllabus covered as part of our this course, and what are the certifications or the badges you can conquer once you complete this certification. Okay, so this is all what we will be discussing today as a part of this. And yes, so I know everyone should be having a very basic knowledge about what is testing. Okay, so because I see people coming from different backgrounds, not from testing background, from something from days or some freshers who doesn't know what is testing. If anyone is here like this, please let me know. I'll just deep dive more about what is testing, so that you get a good knowledge about testing, so that you will also be with everyone, so that for others who is already into testing, they can have a quick recap of what are the basic topics, because even if we are working on projects, will not be like so much I mean, with all these things, right? So it is good for us also to have a quick recap. Okay, so basically everyone knows what is manual testing, hoping that everyone is from a testing background. So generally, if I have to give a general scenario about testing in our day-to-day life, okay, as I'm a lady, I'll obviously go for a vegetable example. So if I have to cook something in my home, I have to go buy the veggies. Okay, so if I have to go buy the veggies, I cannot simply blindly put all the vegetables into one. I will do a basic check, like it is easy for me to cook or is it not spoiled. So that kind of check we do before we get it to our home, right? So that is all in our day-to-day life. That is also considered as a testing that you do before you buy the vegetables. Okay, so that is a basic understanding of what testing is. Okay, so if we have to understand from IT perspective or a web application perspective, so everyone should be having a bank application, and everyone in day out might be using your Instagram, WhatsApp, everything. Okay, so if at all, if you are able to use it nice, I mean properly, and everything is working as expected, that means you are in a text box, you're typing something and you are able to send it. That is because of a proper testing process that has happened. Okay, so testing team will be responsible for everything, whatever you are seeing, working properly is the one who will be, working at the back end is a testing. So they will be checking each and everything. It might be the look and feel, it might be the input, or it might be the database testing that you are doing. So it might be any kind of testing. So whatever you do it manually is called manual testing. So to understand more about with the terminologies, what is manual testing, we can read through this. Like manual testing is a software testing process in which test cases are executed manually without using any automated tool. Again, there might be a question, what is a test case? Test case is nothing but a simple scenario where you write it, like if you have to go and buy a vegetable called beans, so I'll write down few steps right before approaching the vegetable shop. Like I have to get down, I have to go walk to the vegetable shop, then search for the vegetables that I want, and then I check the quality, like if it is not spoiled or if it is okay for me, it is fresh. So I will have some conditions. So based on the conditions that client has given us, we write all the test conditions, that is called as test cases. And these test cases, just by going through all the simple test steps that we wrote, so we can easily do a manual testing. So all the test cases, what we do manually, like we manually go on the website. If I have to see a text box that is working, so I go manually write something. Okay, whereas in automation testing, you write a code so that these conditions or these test cases are handled by whatever the automation source that you are trying to use it. Okay, it might be Tosca, it might be Selenium, it might be anything. Okay, so why we do testing? We do testing to ensure the quality and quality of the product is as per the requirement document. So test cases are planned and implemented to complete almost 100% software application is proper or not. Okay, and test case reports are also generated manually. So you can also generate, manually you can write 100 number of test reports and give it to your manager, or manager can circulate to the client saying that all the test cases whatever we have done is perfect. So we got a basic understanding what is manual testing. So we'll try to understand what is automation testing. Here, whatever the process that we are doing manually will be automated. Okay. So for that, we'll take some examples with the tools and we write some frameworks. We write a script. So all those things, then we test the software with the help of what all things we have implemented, and that is called automation testing. Okay. So here, as everyone knows about Tosca, so you might have a basic understanding what is Tosca. So that is why you have chosen the tool called Tosca and you are trying to understand what is Tosca. So if you see, these are the some of the best automation testing tools in the market currently. So it might be Catalan Studio, Test Studio, Cypress. So each one of the automation tool is used for, according to their this development. Okay, if you see SOAP, UI, Postman, everything is used for API testing. And if you see in Tosca you can do API testing, you can do web testing, you can do desktop application testing. So as it has more and more, visibility towards different applications, so you can use one tool for all your applications. Okay, Selenium for web application testing, Jmeter for performance testing. So Cypress, or again a performance testing tool. So these are the different testing tools in the automation to make your life easy. So why do we automate? To make a manual tester life easy. Okay. So I get most of the frequently asked questions before I jump onto the session. Okay. So is Tosca tool on demand? So how will be my future if I learn Tosca? Should I know any scripting language prior? So can I shift from manual to automation? So these are the most of the questions, even if they ping me personally. So I get the most frequently asked questions are this. So I would want to cover it on the whole on the class itself so that everyone will be cleared. Okay, so someone might come and approach me with these questions. Someone still have the questions in their mind. Maybe they cannot talk to me. Okay, so that is why I would take this opportunity to cover most of the frequently asked questions that might be popping up in your mind so that I can easily, answer. It is easily answerable to everyone. Okay. So will I get a job in Tosca? Will this course be helpful in getting the job in Tosca? Yes. Okay, so is Tosca tool on demand? Yes, perfectly. So that is why you are here to understand, or you are trying to learn this tool. Yes, Tosca has started spreading its wings so much in the market. So everyone in the market are starting, even clients are more interested towards this tool because of its vast application. Things, visibility. So if you take Tosca, if you just purchase Tosca tool, you can do desktop testing, desktop application testing, you can do web application testing, you can do API testing. So likewise, you can do even performance testing also can be done with the help of Tricentis tools. Okay. So because of all these advantages that Tosca has, yes, Tosca is becoming a tool, demand tool. Yes. How will buy my future in Tosca? Yes, obviously very good. You have a very good feature in Tosca because it is not stopping there. Okay, it's still building up many and many. If you see, Tosca is supporting 150 plus applications. Okay, so if you take Salesforce it is supporting, SAP it is supporting. Okay, so I'll have a separate slide where what all the different technologies it is covering. So in that you can understand how vast is this Tosca tool. Okay. So should I know any scripting language prior to understand Tosca? No, completely no. Okay. Even if you don't know how to write a simple program like addition of two numbers in Java or C sharp or any language. Okay. So here you don't need any code to write your scripting. Okay, your script is, you just have to understand how the tool is working so that you can use it for your project purpose, or you can understand how you can implement in your project purpose in your future. So how can I shift from manual to automation? Yes, you can easily shift from manual to automation because there is no need for you to write any framework. There is no need for you to learn any scripting language. So yes, you have to just understand your tool. Yes, little more practice is needed because you don't have any other automation tool experience. You should put a little more effort. Okay. So will I get a good job in Tosca? Yes. The next slide will show you. For these next two questions, the next slide is a good example. So if you see, these are some of the, recent reviews that I got from my previous batches. This is just to make you understand. So whatever you're learning in this course will help you to gain a project or internal project, or if you're looking for a jobs outside, yes, you can get it. And all the things which has to be covered as a part of interview questions, if you are directly deployed into the project, everything whatever we learn in this course is enough for you. Okay, so there is no doubt for you. Okay, if I start a project, maybe I may not be the correct person. No, it is not. So whatever we are doing from starting till the end of the day, it is pretty much enough for you to start your project on your own. Just you have to do a little practice from your end. Okay, so if you see, there are a couple of people who got 4 to 5 opportunities, like 4 to 5 company offer letters for them, because they have worked hard and they have followed what all the things that I've told in the class. Okay, so consistency and practice is what I expect from the people. If you are doing it, for sure you will be cracking any kind of interview that you go through. Okay, so enough about all these things. So let us start about what is Tosca. So Tosca is actually developed by Oasis non-profit organization. So it is like an open standard for major vendors in the cloud world. Okay, so now if you see, everywhere, wherever you listen, it is just cloud, cloud, cloud. Yeah, yes, cloud. Tosca is also one such tool where it is supporting cloud. So Tosca is not, it's not like, it is a full form of topology and orchestration specification for cloud application. So the Tosca abbreviation is topology and orchestration specification for cloud application. As it supports cloud application, so it's also it has also become one of the most important tool in the market. Okay, and I have already told, there's no script that you need to write. Okay, so Tosca is being a scriptless tool, so clients are more confine, I mean, more interested in this because in one of my projects which I handled, there were 25 manual testers. Like within no time, I have converted them to automation just with the help of Tosca tool. So it is very easy to learn. Unlike like Selenium or UFT, you have to understand what is a framework. You have to write, I mean, methods. You have to understand different concepts. But here, there is no framework you design. There's already an inbuilt framework that is there in Tosca. You just have to understand how to use a framework that is already built. And it is a scriptless automation tool powered by AI and machine learning. So you might be listening to these terms very often these days. AI and machine learning is being the top most leading terminologies now in the market. Okay, that aims to help testers by accelerating automated tests and reducing the bottlenecks and risks associated with the software testing process. Okay, so that is why this is also one vast advantage of Tosca. Because of this, Tosca has become a leading marketing tool. So these are some of the advantages. Okay, it is easy enough for the, I mean, the look and feel, if you see, of the Tosca tool, it is very easy to understand. So one day if I explain this, and from the next day you start building up your test scripts and all. Okay, so that much user friendly is the tool, and it is maintenance free also. It doesn't take lot of effort or lot of things. If your web application, you have developed some 150 scripts and there is minor changes that have come up on your web application, so all those things can be easily handled by Tosca scripts. Okay, you can just go and handle it very easily. Okay, whenever we are talking in the class about things, I'll tell you how it has become a maintenance free. Okay, so even for test, I mean, developing your test scripts, it takes very faster time. It doesn't take like one script you have to write 100 lines of code, and it has to be like one day, one whole day. No, it doesn't happen. Okay, so easily in a single day you can develop 20 to 25 scripts. Okay, based on the, again, the level of the test script. And why I have to choose Tosca? So these are the advantages of Tosca. Okay, so Tosca is a software tool because of its features that, and it also because of the quality and performance it is performing. And if you see that end-to-end test cycle can be handled with Tosca. Okay, starting from the requirements, giving to the a report, right? Requirement traceability matrix. You have to generate one report at the final. So all these things, whatever the stages that you talk about, all these things can be handled with one tool called Tosca automation tool. So that is what it is mentioned, like test case design, test data design, automation of test cases, and even API testing. So you can do cross browser testing, end-to-end testing can also be done. And it also, even if it is being a paid tool, okay, so everyone will be like, first thing they think about is, yeah, Tosca is being a paid tool, how can I afford it, how can I learn it? Okay, so even, I mean, from your perspective it might be that, but from client perspective, even if it is a client, I mean, paid tool, client is ready to take up the charges that is Tosca is, I mean, Tricentis people are charging, because of these wide advantages. Like one go, I mean, it's like a hypermarket. So if I go to the hypermarket, I go vegetables, I go groceries, I go, I mean, even the clothes, everything I can get, and I can come out easily with all the things that I want. Okay. So I mean, possibility is there with Tosca. So that is why Tosca is also, I mean, being the first leading tool in this market. And for especially for large scale applications, Tosca is very useful for the project to use. Okay, so it also supports HTML applications, Java application, Oracle, SAP, SOA, etc. All these applications are supported. And yeah, it can be, it is more efficient. It should not have any prior script, like you no need you to write for any framework or design a framework. Okay, directly you can jump into the tool and you can start whatever you want. Yes, so if you see, these are the different applications that Tosca supports. Okay, I'll stop it here. I'll give you some time. I'll open this bridge for you. You can go ahead and start with all your questions. I'm happy to hear all your questions.
Yeah, hi Mansa, this side Piyush.
Yeah, hi
So,
Piyush. Good morning.
good morning, Mansa. So, actually, this is a license tool. So,
Yes.
what is the expiry for that, and how many days we can use it? And if is it possible, we can reuse, because what happened actually 3 months back, because of my company workshop I have attended, and I used my credential. So, can I
Okay.
reuse?
Yes. Regarding this license, right? So if you are enrolling with us, for sure you'll get a license, and I'll also tell you how can you reuse and use it for most of the time till when you want to use it. Okay. Hope I
But
answered your.
yeah. But in that case, it will be means anytime I can use it.
Yes, anytime you can use it.
Means there is no expiry for that.
No, for every 60 days there is an expiry, but I can help you out how to renew that.
So how many days it will going to be cover for this session?
So this our session is planned for 35 hours. Okay. So each day 1 hour from Monday to Friday.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Hi Manasa, Chandan here.
Hi
Uh,
Chandan, good morning.
Very good morning. So Manasa, like whatever you're teaching on a daily basis, right?
Mm.
Like we'll get any kind of what you call hands-on the project so that it will be useful, like if while giving the interviews and we'll be able to survive, like once we get the interview and able to survive once we get the project involved.
Yes, that is a very good question. Yes, every day when you go out from this class, for sure you'll carry some homework. Okay, so homework has to be done for sure. Okay, so every day that real time examples I'll tell. So what happens in the project and how you have to handle this kind of scenario, how to handle in this project. So how to start your project till how can you handle the project. All those things is clearly explained in our classes.
Okay,
Every
but
day
along with that, we'll small kind of a project where we can able to explore ourselves so that we will be confident enough to give the interview as well.
Yes, yes, Chandan. So I have planned it in such a way that whatever you are working, right, and whatever the exercises that I'll be giving, it's not designed by me, it's designed by Tricentis only. Okay. So they have made such an effort. So whatever you practice in the, I mean, as a part of exercises, right? So end to end is covered, like all the topics are covered. Even if, apart from that, you still want to do it, I can also help you with one end to end project that I have designed, and you can.
And uh, I'm from the ETL testing background. Like how much percentage of there is a task for DI also, right? Data integrity testing. So will be also part of this course. Um,
Here, as a part of this course, we are not considering the data integrity, but the basic thing what you have to understand to build up your tools like AS1, AS2, all these are covered as a part of this course. Okay, data integrity is not a part of this course, but once you get enough knowledge of all these things, you can easily explore the data integrity part.
Okay, okay. So as part of, because I'm from the ETL background, right? This will be
Mm.
helpful. Like, even if I want to learn the DI part and other part. So you saying
Yes, yes.
this is the foundation for if you want to learn for future further any models.
Correct, correct, Chandan. So actually, I have people from my previous batches who are ETL testers. So they also want to explore how to do web application testing and all. Okay. So once you learn this, you will get like end-to-end knowledge about like now you know how to do ETL testing. So after this course, you will also be able to understand API testing, web application testing, all the different types of testing that we are carrying out in this class.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Manasa.
Okay.
Thanks for that information.
Uh, Hi, this is Srinivas.
Yeah,
Your good name is Manasa or Divya? Which
yeah,
name we can call?
Srinivas. I am Manasa.
Okay, so are you saying like SAP web application and database testing, right? So are you covering all this? Like are you giving demo on the SAP application as well?
Yeah,
Like
we are.
SAP is a licensor, right? So
Yes, yes,
how
correct.
to? Yeah,
So one thing is first, whatever might be the application, it might be desktop, web application, Salesforce, anything. Okay. So, but the basic thing you have to understand is you have to understand the concepts of AS1 and AS2. Okay. So I will explain you one. I'll take one small example of SAP at the end. I can tell you one small scenario. But what all the topics that we covered from other, like other 25 hours, right? So those are all necessary, whatever might be the application. It might be SAP application, it might be Salesforce, it might be mobile, it might be desktop, it might be API. Whatever might be, the basic foundation you have to understand is AS1. So if you know AS1, you can easily jump onto any kind of application.
yeah. And there are so many tools out there, right? So why Tosca is like, see, automation is like we have a GUI based, right? You are saying there is no scripting in the Tosca, like
Hmm.
UI automation kind of tools are also there, right? So what will be the differences UI automation and the Tosca? So those are also UI level only. So there is no scripting.
No,
So
it doesn't only handle the UI level. It can handle, if you see here on the screen, so it can handle desktop application, it can handle web application. Desktop, you know, right? What kind of application? Like it is .NET, Java, WPF, or Windows 10. So if you're working with a banking project, you might have seen a black screen day-to-day basis. You have to log into that, you get some fetch details, okay? So that kind of applications also Toastman can easily automate, okay? So if it is an API testing, you can automate it. With database testing, you can automate. It is a browser testing, it can do. It is a mobile testing. What kind of mobile devices you use, any kind of mobile device, it can automate. Like end to end, you can do it. So it's not like you do database testing and you leave it. No, in one test case, you can integrate all these things, whatever you are seeing. It's just for an example. Suppose there is a requirement or your project is working in such a way that you have to fetch some details from your database, and those database details has to be given in the web application, and then you have to go to the API testing, commit all your this applications. So for
so you
these,
mean to say, yeah, you mean to say like if you have a different categories requirements, like at a time, if you want to test web application and as well as mobile application and API testing, so can we parallelly test all these things using Tosca?
yes, you
The
can do
same?
it.
Oh,
So
okay.
in one test case, you can integrate any how many number applications you want.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. And this is a license based, right? So is there any opportunities or limited to the only specific companies
No, no,
nowadays?
no. Yeah. If you go and search in either LinkedIn or Naukri, I see daily almost more than 150 or 160 openings for Tosca.
Oh,
Now
okay.
everywhere they are using Tosca. So there's also one more slide where I explain about what all the different industries Tosca is being used. Okay. So that gives you a more in-depth knowledge about the question.
Yeah, and one more last question is you shown as a in presentation Oasis company or something is developed, right?
Yeah, it
So
was the
why
starting.
Tricentis it is naming Tricentis Tosca? Why it is mentioned as?
Yeah, first at the starting stage before Tricentis has took over, so Oasis was the first company. Then Tricentis came into the picture and they started doing all these things. So now it's Tricentis, it's not Oasis.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
So this is a 2 months duration, right? The course is
it's 35 hours, Srinivas.
35 hours. Okay, okay.
Monday to Friday, excluding Saturday and Sunday. We don't have classes on the weekends.
Only weekdays, right? Monday to
Yeah,
Friday.
Monday to Friday.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
No
I have
problem,
one
Srinivas.
question, Manasa. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. Please go ahead, Kiran.
So in the Tosca Academy, we have 25 hours for AS1 and AS2, we have 40 hours of video recording. So how your sessions is going to be differentiated between Tosca Academy videos and your sessions?
Yeah, I will simplify the topics. Okay, so there it is all like they just tell you, but here with practical we will do it, and we are doing it
No,
together.
there, no, there also we have the practical, like there, like, for each and every session, they have the practical examples where we need to complete that part before we go into the next sessions, right?
Yeah,
So
but
what is
then
the differentiate, like, what is the differentiate your sessions and that sessions?
I gave a practical example how it operates in the project, how it is in the project, and how is it different from normal and real time example. Okay. So in those
Okay.
sessions, whatever you see in Tricentis, you don't get a live example like what happens in the project. What if you are stuck somewhere? It's just a YouTube video where it shows you how to do it. Okay. If you are not able to do it, there is no help that you are getting from Tricentis, right? So here I am hand
So
holding
there
you.
in the Tosca videos, they have taken one application. So what sort of application will you be considering the same sort of application, or will you be considering other applications?
So for web application testing, we are considering the same application demo web shop, because the exercise is also planned in such a way for demo web shop because that is developed by Tricentis. Okay. So if you don't want to do web application, I mean demo shop, but in the class I'll be doing that. If you are interested, you can go ahead and you can try to, I mean, I mean replicate the same topics in whatever application you want, and you can come back with me to meet with the questions you have. I can help you out, but in the
No,
class,
when you're saying
but
real time example, right? So again, you're considering the same sort of application. When you're
yeah,
considering real time example, then it should be like more sense if we could consider real sort of projects rather than using the same sort of demo application, which is again using by the Tricentis Academy.
but the examples that I take up will be different from the examples that you see on the Tricentis portal.
Okay, and do you have the course concepts, like, what would be covered as a part of this 24? Because what I can see, like, the same sort of 25 hours, whichever the academy is providing, the same sort of 25 hours we are also providing. So what are the concepts, like, you would be covering as a part of, like, you would be covering concepts as a part of AS1, AS2, and other, we have the test management, TSM also, right?
Yeah, Kiran, just to answer your question, by any chance did you get a chance to explore our website of Isha where we have uploaded our syllabus?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is clearly given what all the topics that we are covering as a part of AS1, AS2, TDS1, TDS2, and also database testing and API testing.
So as a part of 25 hours, you would be covering all the topics?
It's 35 hours, Kiran.
Yeah, 35 hours, sorry.
We are covering all of this.
And after the courses, will you be covering any sort of real-time projects, like end-to-end projects, like, how the projects would start from the beginning and end?
That is what, Kiran, I'm trying to explain you. So whatever I explain in the class, from the starting of the class, the starting session itself, I'll tell you in the project, this is how we operate. In the project, this is how you have to create your folder structure. This is how you have to create your test cases. So that is how my teaching methodology is.
Okay. And one
Okay.
last question, will you be covering as a part of integration part, like Azure or Jenkins kind of thing?
So we are covering as a part of this, we are covering DEX setup. So we'll be seeing how the DEX is set up and how to, what kind of things that we have to handle as a part of Tosca. From Tosca, what all the things that we have to do, all those things are covered as a part of DEX. We are not covering Jenkins or CI/CD setup.
So we'll not be covering CI/CD pipelines, no, nothing like that, right?
No, Kiran, we are not covering CI/CD pipeline.
So is there any separate course for that, like Tosca CI/CD pipelines or anything, or is
No.
there any advanced course available, or is that basic things?
Yeah, for CI/CD, there's an advanced course that we are planning to launch. We are still in the process. We are not yet started it, but in next 15 days we are planning to launch the course.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any other questions?
Hi, Manasa. This is Srinivas. I have a question.
Yes, Srinivas. I see so
Yeah.
many Srinivas. Same
Yeah.
Srinivas talking.
Okay. So you are covering 25 hours, right? 35 classes, right, in the first session.
Yes.
So it covers only AS1, right? For the
No,
AS2, we need to take other session, or it combines AS1 plus AS2.
no. It is a combination of everything. Let me share my. So I don't think you have gone through the syllabus. Okay. So if you see, these are all the topics that we are covering. Okay. So AS1 itself will take little time. Okay. So this one. So these are all the topics of AS1. And as a part of AS2, so AS2 and TDS1 can be covered as single because AS2 is a basic of test case design sheet and TDS1 is extension of AS2. Okay, so I'll combine both the topics and we'll be covering both of them at a time. Okay, and apart from that, we are also covering database testing, API testing, deck setup, and TDS2 is also covered as part of our syllabus. And resume preparation and interview questions will also be held. Okay, so this AS2 will take first 15 days of the time to complete all the questions. Okay, so the syllabus, if you have to cover AS1, it will take from 15 to 17 days approximately. So after that, you will also be going and giving your exam of AS1 first batch, that is AS1. So then slowly, however we progress our syllabus, you will also be completing all your certifications simultaneously. Okay. So it's not like I complete all the course and then you go and start your certifications. No, that is not like that. You start it simultaneously and you complete your certifications. By the end of this time I complete the course, you will also be completing all your badges. Okay, so now it is not certification, these are all the badges that we are covering.
Thank you, Manasa.
Welcome.
Yeah, hi Mansa. So actually now we are in the beginner stage. So
Mhm.
after completion of the course, we can say as a intermediate or advanced level. And adding on one more thing. So after completion of the course, how many years we can put on the resume?
Piyush, to answer this your questions, this is, it depends upon how you are taking up your course. Okay, so how you are practicing it all, it is all depends upon individuals. Okay, so most of my all the other batch students, they were ready to expose it for 4 to 5 years. Some were not that confident, so they have exposed it to 2 to 3 years. Okay, so I cannot generalize. I can tell that you can go and tell for 3 years. Okay, so that depends upon how confident you are and how much how much consistently you are doing all the exercises and all. Okay, so at the end of the course I can help you out clearly with the question because I can assess you, I can understand how your understanding is and how many years of experience you can tell.
Okay, so average will be 3 to 4 years, right?
Yeah, that is what they are exposing.
Okay, thank you. And Mansa, one small request. So actually, my timing for the in the company is 9:15 a.m. My Scrum meeting is starting. So is it possible to prepone for 15 minutes earlier?
It is actually not possible. So we start from 8, we end it by 9.
But I need to go to office. That's why I requested.
Yeah, that is true. But even I am working, even I have to go to office. So you have to understand my situation. But still, we will check if there is any possibility. I'm not saying it is a no at this point, but still I'll check the possibility and I'll come back to your question. Okay?
Yeah. So this is the advanced level you are teaching this session, right?
Yeah. Basic to intermediate. That is what I can.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Manasa.
And
Good morning. This is Sandhya.
Hi, Sonia. Good morning.
So I have a question. So you mentioned about the certifications, right? So AS1 certification. So for that one, do we need to enroll? Is there any specific websites to do the certifications, how it will, I mean, how can you
Yes,
help?
for
So
all the
what?
for all the certifications, everything, I will hand hold you. I'll help you. How to enroll for it and how to start with your exam and how to gain your badge, and we will also discuss some mock questions that might come up for your ACE1 badge. Okay, so all these things will be
Okay.
covered as part of our syllabus. Okay.
Okay. So will you provide any dumps for this practice for certifications for
I
AS1,
don't,
AS?
yeah, I don't give any terms, but whatever we cover, you will have enough knowledge to go and give your badges. Okay. So there
Okay.
is no need for you to look for any terms. Okay. So
Okay.
whatever we are doing in a class, that is sufficient for you to go and give your badges.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Any other
Yeah, hi
questions?
Mans. Yeah, hi Mansa. Good morning. So I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
fine.
like, is there any other tool apart from this Tosca, like low code, no code kind of thing?
Yeah, there are a couple of tools in the market. Yes, Swayam, there are tools in the market.
Okay, so can you naming kind of it?
Yeah, Kiran and Sandhya, you still have questions? I see your hand
Yes.
raised.
Yeah. I have another question, Mansa.
Yeah.
So will you provide the recording sessions?
Yes, the recordings will be good. Thank you for reminding me. The recordings will be provided by my team. You will have access to all the recordings and it will be lifetime. Okay. Once you enroll with us, you can access the recordings at any point of the time.
Okay. So can we download the sessions as well into our
I
system?
don't think you can download it.
So
You have
okay,
to set.
we can access online. That's it, right?
Yeah, you can access.
Okay.
It will be a YouTube playlist, and the playlist will you will be getting the access, and it will not be removed for any kind of situations. You will have the
Oh,
lifetime access.
okay. Thank you.
Mm.
And what sort of version we would be using?
Sorry,
What sort of version we would be using for the course?
what
Tosca
sort
version.
of version?
Yeah,
Okay,
what sort of version? The Tosca
sorry.
version.
Now we are using 16.0. Okay, because that is a, I mean, that is the latest, not the latest. The latest is somewhere around 2023 dot something, but we are using
Yeah,
16.0.
we have the latest of 2024, right?
Yeah, yeah. We are not using it. We are using 16.0. There's nothing more
And
changes.
for
The one which we are using and the one which is very latest. Okay, maybe the just a minor look and feel changes are there. So apart from that, everything is same.
to claim this batches AS1, AS2, again we need to complete that 24 hours video complete, right, in the academy.
Yes, you have to.
And this is
Okay,
Monday
thanks.
to Friday class, right?
Yeah, this is Monday to Friday class. Okay. So if you see my screen, I hope my screen is visible for everyone, right? So this is an
Yes.
academy portal where where you will be getting all your badges, and the badges will be at the end. So here if you see, these are the badges that you will be, I mean, here you can see all your badges, and this is how the course structure is. So whatever is given here is already covered in our course. So you can also go through them again. So I'll tell you all this process, and I'll just give you a brief of what is AS1 badge, what is AS2 badge, and all, so that you will get a little understanding about what are the badges. Okay. So AS1 is nothing but the first step. So wherever you talk about Tosca, so the first thing they will ask is about what is your so did you complete your AS1 batch? Did you complete your AS2 batch? Because these are the basic foundations where they will help you out to understand how to build a test case, how to create your test case, and how what are the basic things that you have to do before you start your test case. So all those things and the basic scanning methodology and what are the different automation features, all those things will be covered as a part of AS1. Okay, so whatever might be, as I've already told, I'm reiterating this point, whatever might be your application, it might be mobile, database, SAP, Salesforce, anything. Okay, so these are the AS1 concepts are very necessary for any of the applications that you follow, and the steps, whatever we follow, are one and the same. Okay, so by the end you will be executing n number of test cases. So I'll be giving number of test cases on my own, and also you will also be following like 31 exercises that are given from Tricentis. So you will have enough time for your practice. Okay, sometimes you might come back and you say, okay, we are exhausted with the exercises, but no, how much ever practice you do, that much ever confidence you can get it. And AS2 is about how to use, it is the second step of your certification, like how to dig deep dive about Tosca. So now here in AS1, you might be using only 2 or 3 tabs that are present on the Tosca tool, but coming to the AS2, you will be extending your test case by taking one more Excel sheet or something like. So if you have to integrate your test case with Excel sheet or the sheet or Tosca design sheet which is already present in the Tosca, so that will be helpful for you, and you will be helpful. This is, and TDS1 is an extension of AS2. AS2 have a basic topics of what is a test case design sheet and how to use it, how to create it. But in TDS1, you will dig deep dive about how more efficiently use it and how to create a number of test design sheets. Okay, so that is all about AS1 and AS2. So if you see, these are the different, some of the enterprise applications that are supported from Tosca, like SAP, Oracle, Salesforce, ServiceNow, Workday, Avlog, Guidewire, Pega, Microsoft Dynamics, Snowflake, ADP, Adobe, IBM, Maximo. So for any of these applications, if you want to use Tosca tool, it is already, you can have a number of, opportunities to work with any of the enterprise applications. Okay. So if you come to the industry, so if you see energy, financial services, public sector, healthcare, retail, technology, telecom, banking. Okay. So these are the most of the sectors, industry sectors that Tosca has started doing its end-to-end execution, end-to-end development. Okay. So it can also do a CI/CD integration with other tools. It can also integrate with HPALM or Jira to make your test management more easy. And also there is also an inbuilt tool from Tricentis called QTest. If you are using QTest tool, it is also helpful for you to integrate, do the test management with the inbuilt tool called QTest. Okay. So that's it pretty much about Tosca and the basic understanding of Tosca. So from tomorrow we will start the basic terminologies where you have to understand, adjust to all the things that I'll be telling before we start our practical sessions. So like for 3 to 4 days, we'll be just understanding the theoretical part, and from the 5th day, we'll start our tool installation, and then we start with creating of our first module, first test case and all. Okay. So that's it I have for today. For tomorrow's session, we'll dig deep dive more about the basic things that we have to understand in Tosca tool. Okay. So if you have any other questions apart from this, we can also sit and talk. Otherwise, yes.
Just a last question, Mansa. So this is Tosca download and practical use. We required official credential, or we can use Gmail also.
So Gmail can be used for writing your exams and all, but official is used for your license creation. Okay, so we can help you out in that. Don't worry. If you don't have a business email ID also, it's okay. We are handling all those things. No need to worry from your end.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions that I have to address, or if I miss someone answering them, please let me know. No questions? Everyone good with all the topics and all the things that we are covering? Yes. If we don't have any questions, we can wind up today's session and we can meet up in tomorrow's class. If you have any questions, we are not able to speak up here, you can always ping me on my WhatsApp. I'm already added in, in the group, I'm there. So you can ping me personally if you want to talk to me something personally. Otherwise, if you're good with all these topics, we can go ahead with this.
Manasa, Chandan.
Yeah, Chandan,
Yes.
please
I
go.
have one more question. So, like,
Yeah.
whatever the advance that you're planning, right? That will be covering the Tosca DI, or how is it, Manasa?
That will be covering?
Tosca DI.
Yeah, Tosca DI. Yes, correct. Tosca data integrity.
Even it will be covered, like if you're planning for advanced session, right? That will be covered, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah. We are planning all the advanced topic as a part of advanced that will be coming up very soon in the next 10 or 15 days. So then in that you can see the syllabus that we are covering as a part of advanced.
Okay. So, how is the market for this, Manasa? Like, compared to like there is a much competition similar to the Java, Selenium. Like, how is the market?
Yeah, market is very good. Okay, if you can see in day to day, I get 150 or 140 vacancies there. Not especially in US, there is a lot of market for Tosca. So they are in dire need of people who knows Tosca. So obviously, if you are working in any of the US project, for sure you will be having this tool being used more.
So, after this training is done, right? So you will be providing any referral to the companies, or how is it, Manasa?
Yeah, actually,
Like
for the
whether
last
it.
which I'm taking up. So fortunately, I got some contacts with the people outside. So they are looking for Tosca people. So I could give my profiles of my people who are attending my batch. If there is any such opportunity that I come across, I'll surely give my helping hand for sure. But currently, if you ask from our thing, we are not handling any these things. If there is anything such like
Okay,
that
okay,
on our way, we surely try to put it out here in the groups and all so that you get enough this thing.
okay, okay. Sure, Manasa. I think.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
thank you so much. Okay, then I'll give you back your 1 minute. Please enjoy your rest of your day, and we'll meet up in tomorrow's session. Thank you so much for attending our session. Have a very nice day ahead. Bye bye.
Thank you, Mansa.
Thanks, Manasa.
Thank you, Manasa.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Manasa.
Thank